Hi guys! Coley coming here to you live from my soft office today. This is the season finale of Practical Saint Talks. And today we're going to do a rapid fire who, what, where, when, why, and then we're going to dive into each question in depth with who?
Zoe Ervin.
What?
So I'm going to be talking about small businesses and the next generation.
Oh, I messed it up. So he's like, that's not what we planned, Coley. I know, I'm so horrible. Thank you. I messed that up. Who? Zoe Ervin. I'm an introducer. Zoe Ervin is a small business owner of Swirly Healing Tools, a soulful mala company, as well as other crystal pieces to nourish you. She is also a yoga instructor with focus on listening to the body and inner divinity. What?
So I am a small business owner and I like to focus on the next generation. So that's also people my age and then bringing younger generations up and just supporting them in their dreams.
Awesome. I can't wait to talk about that more, Dad. This is going to be such an amazing conversation. Where?
I think within yourself and just like whenever you're ready to either start a new business or start a new hobby that could turn into your business.
Where you are?
So I'm in Iowa right now, Des Moines, Iowa.
Good.
Yeah.
And when are these entrepreneurs? You answered when you're ready, would you say?
Yeah. Definitely when you're ready and feel called.
Yeah, wonderful. I can't wait to talk more about that. And why?
The why is learning to trust yourself in whatever you're doing and also learning to take leaps of faith.
I love that. I swear to you people, I did not actually tell her what to say. She came up with all this by herself. And it's like amazing, right? And do you care to say how old you are?
I'm 20.
20. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually a really legit combo. So, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for
Thank you.
producing this cast. And our main intention for the show is to, like you said, to help a new free enterprise, basically, right? A new generation flourish.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So let's talk more about who you are and what you have going on specifically right now currently. Like how I'm wearing one of our pieces.
Yay.
Okay?
That's awesome.
Yes.
So I started Swirly Healing Tools about 2 years ago. I when I graduated high school, my mom's friend gifted me all of her jewelry making supplies, so boxes and boxes of jewelry making supplies, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do something with this.
Right.
So for the first year, I kind of just like did it on the side while working my like regular corporate job, but about 3 months ago, I moved to Des Moines to help my boyfriend with his tattoo business. And that gave me the opportunity to actually have an office where I could focus solely on my business as well. So, yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. That is just really perfect. And it's like when those types of opportunities fall from heaven, it almost makes it impossible not to take the leap of faith, right?
Right.
It's just
Right.
like,
Everyone was like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I was like, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do
I'm
it.
going to do it anyway.
I'm going to do it. So that's awesome. And so how is it operating right now as far as like sales and marketing and like where are you in the world?
So lately it's been the past month has been really good because I've had like a lot of extra time to advertise products, and also with the holidays coming up, So I actually just shipped out an order to Fayetteville for a yoga studio there. And then I'm planning on doing a small business Saturday booth here at the yoga studio that I work at.
I
But
see.
most of my stuff is through Instagram.
Yeah. So you're online, and do you have a website, or is it
I
just?
It's just Etsy for right now is what I use. I'm planning on getting a website at some point, but I want to wait until I have more product.
Yeah, totally. I mean, seriously, I waited so long to make, I just launched my website in 2020, this year, in
Yeah.
January. And so I had been in business, gosh, I mean, over a decade for myself. Of course, I started early, pre-computers, basically. So, it is the next gen that now is, I guess this is what we're seeing full
Yeah.
circle, is that your generation is basically the first generation that will be able to do it all completely differently, like online
Yeah.
based, or just like online marketing driven. Oops, where'd she go? We don't know. Here
I
she is.
don't know what just happened.
We don't
There you
know.
go. Cool.
All right, she's back. So, who, what, where? Who, what, where? What was our where? Where are you in your being?
Yeah.
So let's talk about then embodying this great leap of faith, this great
Yeah.
consciousness that we are embodying right now in 2020.
Well, I think like where is definitely, I feel like once you start learning how to listen to yourself and not listening to other people around you is like really where you can find what you love and what you truly love, not loving something that someone else has told you to.
Oh, a soundbite. Okay, go ahead. I don't really edit. I forgot to tell you that, but so keep
Yeah.
rolling.
So with that, I think it's just like there's a lot of like new age stuff about how like, you are God and God is you, but it's like actually thinking about that and like knowing that like actually I can do whatever I want. I can make it happen somehow. It might not look exactly how you want it to, but that's okay.
Yeah, actually, so I just want to stop there for a second. So when you said that, you know, God is in me, I am God, and then actually thinking about that, like, let's actually act like that then, shall we? And then you said, I don't care, I can do whatever I want. And then that is a lot of people's attitude. I know that's a side note. We're going to go back to yours. Don't let me get detrained. This part of, if we are God, if God's inside of us and we are a part of God, God does not act however it wants.
Exactly.
What God does. And then your point was that we can manifest whatever we want. We are creators. So it's time to put those creative forces for, healing, right? And good benefit.
Right. That also comes with like a responsibility of knowing that. It's like, okay, great. You know that you are a divine being, then you should act like it. So that's like a responsibility to like actually show the way and not just like say that you're showing the way.
Oh shit, she's dropping the bomb. The older over 40 crowd's gonna be like, what? What is she saying? That sassy pants? I'm like, go girl, you go girl. It's true,
Yeah.
right? Hmm. Well, that's good. Now, so bringing that back to our where in our bodies, when we're ready, of course, we're going graciously and harmoniously and organically. But oh shoot, what was I gonna say, Zoe? I forget. I don't know. So we're embodying it. Bringing it back to our business model. We do have the privilege and responsibility. We have the privilege of online. We can be 21-year-old millionaires. Like,
Right.
legit. There's a lot, right? Am I right?
Yeah, and people are, like I said, more willing to buy your product if they know it's coming from someone that's genuine and kind and like actually walks their talk. That's what I do. Like if I'm gonna buy something from someone, I'm more likely to buy it from someone that I know is
Yeah.
doing the work.
Yeah. And or conscious corporations, holistic
Yeah,
corporations. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so that is beautiful. And since we have these tools, we're able. We are responsible to go ahead and, it is when we're ready. And yet I don't know what we're waiting for. Like, it's pretty clear that this is a good time to just leap in. And thankfully, my first point in this whole inviting Zoe here, other than the fact I love her and she is a perfect practical saint specimen. I mean, like,
Thanks.
I'm not making this stuff up. But she is ready to go, and she does embody this new generation. There is hope for our generations. There
Oh,
is
definitely.
emerging. And it's like some of the older people, Zoe, you might not know this, I'll tell you, this isn't even on their grid.
Yeah.
And it's like, not even looking at people your age. They don't even see you. They don't even think about humanity. I feel like I know they as we aren't thinking about humanity being here in 20 years. And it's like, clearly you're going to be me in 20 years. She's like, oh my God, can we talk about that really fast since we're on when,
Yeah.
when you're ready? This is on the record. We're recording live. I don't know what she's going to say. What do you think about me as a 40-year-old? When I was 20, I thought I wanted to kill myself by 40 because I never wanted to be this old, honestly, on the record.
Yeah.
So is that what you think? When you see me, you're like, 40, I don't want to be 40. Or you're like,
No, I definitely am excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen because I kind of feel like right now we're like in like a really dense state that's about to erupt. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like everyone's just like vibrating really high, and it's like, okay, what's gonna happen with all that?
yeah.
There's gonna be some sort of very quick change, hopefully.
I mean, hopefully, I feel like we are in the quick change, is what I am seeing. Like, this year is done. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did it fly by for you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm like, wow, this coronavirus stuff we've been doing for 8 months now. That's insane.
And just a side note, it can always be worse. It could be like, wow, this coronavirus we've been doing for 8 years. Shit. Which
Yeah.
is the why. We're going to move forward now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nailed it. Soundbite. Okay, so we are moving forward, and there are great global efforts to do that, which is how I've seen the pandemic. It has actually helped to really wake people up, wake me up.
Definitely. Definitely. And when it first happened, like, I think it was right before the lockdown, like a week before everything kind of hit the fan, I was like, wow, what a great opportunity for everyone to address their shadow. I was like, this is awesome. People who are running are going to not, they're going to hit a wall.
Yeah. And then we're like, in November, we're like, well, the ego didn't take that one too well.
Right.
Let's try it again. Like, we're going to be in lockdown in the next few months again, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
So here we go again, cycle 2. So last year at this time, my friend was like, oh, here's a golden nugget. I'm just digging it in a little bit because, I don't ever talk about it. Go ahead and talk about, your stuff because people are listening now. And I'm just like, dude, we're not ready now.
Right.
But now we're ready, I think. Do you?
Definitely. Yes, definitely.
Cool. So I love that. I want to I want you to give some ideas to your generation and maybe to the people listening that even have kids that are almost going to be your age. I mean, all of us with kids, it's hard to imagine our children grown, but because I am an old mom, I've seen how that works. It's like gravity is a bitch. Like, the people get older. We get older. We change. So for everyone listening, what are some different like practical ideas for starting businesses that you have?
I think of just like listening to what you are passionate about and following that, even if it's something that you think that you can't make money off doing. I think that really now you can pretty much make money off doing anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow. Soundbite. Yes. Isn't that magic?
yeah,
It is.
definitely.
It is literally magic. When I was able to self-publish my first book in 2010, that's when I knew that we were in a new age because like how else are we ever going to make it in the matrix that we had set up, through just it's still really tight. I mean, media is very tight, but I think podcasting is a space where we still have some freedoms. Radio, long live radio. I heart radio. I'm waiting for my acceptance. They haven't put me in yet. They're like, we're not sure. I'm like, everyone else likes me. Come on, shout out. No, so yeah, so it's magic time and we can all just do really what we are naturally gifted at, number one, right?
Yeah.
And do what we want, like what we do, and don't do harm. Like make it something that benefits. I mean,
Right.
it could be neutral, but something beneficial is even better. It's exponential with the rewards, right?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I say I'm just gonna say this now because we're nearing the endish. So I met Zoe actually through one of my shops in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I totally loved her. We met at her other job. I don't know, we didn't say it, but we don't have to. We won't say
Oh,
it.
yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I met her and I just instantly loved her. I took your picture. I was like, can I take your picture? Yes. And I was like, thank you. I loved it. And I've loved her forever since. And thankfully, she loves me back. I mean, nice. I'm not dangerous, am I, Zoe?
No, no.
I'm not malicious most of the time. I'm like, who is that lady that wears the cape and the horns with the black? Maleficent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maleficent. That's me. Kinda. Or the Grinch. I'm old. I'm old and bitter. No, I actually am reliving my 20s right now as we speak. I am back in the area where I was 20. And it's mind blowing to a gypsy. Let me ask you this, because you're kind of a gypsy. Would it be weird for you? Oh, no, she wasn't a gypsy. She grew up in the same area the whole time. So that's super awesome. I love her point of view. She's, I would say, a true American girl, woman, true American spirit right here. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I name you true American spirit. She is. And her company is definitely worth. I mean, if you know what this is, then you know what this is. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna talk about it here. I can't. So he's like, please stop. Stop the recording, Goldie.
So you're good.
Listen, we love each other is my point, and I honor what you are, who you are, how you do it, and like I bless all that are like-minded, that we can move forward in a new way, in a new harmonious way, and create a new earth that resonates high vibe for all. Like, it
Mhm.
can look different. I love, dense, materialistic. I love earth. I love chips and gummy bears. I love it. I love it all. I even watched Game of Thrones. I loved it. I can't help it. I love being an earthling. And so here we are, but we get to embody actually the human aspect of divine will, of just free will, resolve to make it a better deal
Yes.
for ourselves. We're not even talking about future generations, though clearly, clearly we are. But, we're an ego driven society still. So let's just talk about how much better even my life has been since I went boss free and I became my own boss. And small businesses are the wave of the future. And I'm not against big corporations. Zoe and I are both proponents. doTERRA is a sponsor of both of ours. That's
Yeah.
fair to say, right? So that is super cool, and we super love the essential plant medicines. We are Gaia in this form, Gaia and starship, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So we're not against corporations, of course. We are for conscious corporations
There you go.
and conscious spending and
Yes.
conscious entrepreneurism. Like, we can make money anyway now, and so it's just
Yes.
to resonate with our highest. And even this, we can just take it down and just say your future self, your 10-year from now, your 2030 self. Let's talk to that. That one will talk to us and just help us on this next little path, this next little jaunt.
Like, what am I doing next, or how do?
Well, that's what I'm telling the people that we're going to do. But yeah, how do you see your next 10 years? How do you see that shaping up? And this will be our basically ending topic.
So my boyfriend runs a conscious tattoo business, so like mostly sacred geometry and stuff. So, and I work for him, mostly just helping him out. But we're trying to eventually buy some sort of old church or like office building, so we can rent out little rooms so conscious creators can come together and all be in the same building. So definitely a big yoga studio, and then a tattoo shop in there, and then just getting artists and people doing the work to come in.
Sweet. So, I mean, that's really 3D. I do super love it. And communities need that in our physical space for sure.
Definitely.
Are you wanting to root that in and ground it into the Ethernet and
Yes.
totally you'll integrate? So, because we'll be left out. We'll be left out if we don't live in Iowa, which
Well,
most.
it'll probably be somewhere else, knowing me already of the mindset of like, okay, where are we going next? So we'll see.
I have a really great beach shop that my friend just had the grand opening on Halloween in Garibaldi, Oregon. Is that how you say it?
Ooh.
Garibaldi? Yes. That would be fun to go out there. I think they have a tattoo place there, but yes, we'll keep spreading the love. I'm gonna get my first real tattoo. I'm working on it now. I'm designing it.
Nice.
Do you want to know about it?
Yes, I do. I definitely want to know.
All right, and then this will be it. So it is, do you know the I Ching?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
No.
Oh shit. Well, you'll look that up. But anyway, the I Ching symbols, they're like 6 lines. We call them hexagrams. So it's just 6 lines and they're either broken or solid.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like. But I'm gonna have those like shaped like a dragonfly on my back, down my
I love
spine,
it.
and then do some like beautiful iridescent wings.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and then the second set of wings, and then they have little feet. So I gotta figure out. I was thinking, This really isn't the idea I'm gonna go with, but it would be funny to have like the hands coming out from my armpits or something like as like little fairy feet or whatever.
That
But
would be cute.
yeah, right. But this is a tattoo on my body, and I'm very like I have a clean slate. I have one little heart tattoo is all I have. Where do you have tattoos?
Mostly on my arms and then like on my butt.
I should. I meant to say you can say fast to anything I ask. All right. Well, that's fun. So, has your boyfriend given you tattoos?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's like the ultimate in trust, right? Because
Yes,
if he messes
definitely.
up, you're just gonna hate him forever, and he'll always
Right.
be there
Or
to hate.
he's gonna hate himself because he's always like, I'm my biggest critic, so I'd have to do it perfect.
I know, and it gives me anxiety thinking about it. That's really why I haven't had anyone do it because I'm such a control freak. But I seriously want the dragonfly tattoo on my back. Like I am the dragonfly, so I
Yeah,
must become it.
I love it. I love it.
Good. And what I thank you. Thank you. I need him to work with me to help me find metallic ink. For anyone listening, I am on the search for metallic ink. The one studio, it's an all woman run studio. Ink tattoos, shout out to in Branson, Missouri. A woman run. It's really cool. So I'm going to get it done there.
That's
But they
awesome.
told me they don't have metallic ink yet. Is that true?
No, I've never heard of that. That sounds badass.
Okay, good. Well, I'm going to put that out there. I really am kind of waiting, but for now, I can do the darker body. Right. I can start that. And then by the time I'm ready for my wings, future will have caught up with us and we'll have metallic ink. Isn't it going to be awesome? With
That'd
like
be so
gold
cool.
and silver, iridescent pink opal and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, totally.
I love it. I love it.
High five. Oh, and I am wanting, I've been threatening, now we're really going to finish, but since we're going through this, Zoe can appreciate it. My nose ring, my
Mm-hmm.
septum, my septum.
Yes.
Is yours still done? I
Yeah,
can't
it's
see.
still done. It's like it's really close to my nose because I always got it
Oh,
caught on stuff. So mine's like super snug to my face now,
I like that.
which I like. It's dainty and cute, and it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah. That as I had a fake one in just for like a week or whatever, and my nose did run more. And I know that that's a thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Does it happen to you?
Yeah, or either that or I'm just more conscious of it. I'm not sure which one it is.
Oh, I know, right? And there's something blocking the natural just evaporation. But I have a really cute one on Etsy that I want to get. It's like flat. It's flat and round. I mean, it's flattened
Ew,
out, but it's curved. It's really pretty.
I like it.
And I think I look super cute. I've been waiting to get it because I am going to get my boobs done, I think.
Nice.
I have to go under the knife and they cut your little a slit in your armpit and they stick like a gummy bear cushion in. I'm just gonna have it over the muscle, but then it'll be like a little more whatever. But then I don't want to take out the septum.
Right. That's a good idea.
I think, but then I'm just kind of putting it all off. I was gonna see if there's COVID specials on boobs. Actually, really side note, this is true. This is an advertisement. I'll do one. So the fascia blaster, we haven't even talked about, but we will. And it totally goes with like holistic health. You're gonna love it. But I've been doing myself, and actually my boobs already look better. So I might not even need a boob job anymore.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about doing that actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're like the first one. Well, not the first one, the second one. I love it. It's like my new beauty tool. I love it. I can even almost get rid of like my chin. I'm keeping to do it. I'm gonna keep on. And maybe I won't even need surgery. Are you for or against surgery?
I think it depends on like what your intention is behind it.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it with other people, like for other people?
Right. Exactly. And that's a whole message with the business. I mean, just continue to do it for yourself. Take the leap of faith and be yourself, be your brightest, best self. And
Yeah.
really, that creates merit, right? So that there's like really a nice bed, like a fertile bed, soil bed to really grow. And we can flourish now.
Yes, definitely.
And rainbows and fairies and sunshine. They're like, have you guys looked outside? The world's exploding. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be put together again real soon. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Definitely.
People don't come after us with pitchforks. We're doing okay. Everything's okay. Yes. Well, we'll stay hidden in the Midwest. That'll be good for now. I think it's nice. Can't complain.
Mm-mm.
All right. What is the last thing you want to say to the people?
Just trust yourself, love yourself, know yourself. Also, I
Love it.
have a discount code on my Etsy. So that's 20% off if you use the code SAINT. And I also, as of last week, just started a Facebook group called Conscious Small Business Support Group and Activation. So, yeah, so it's a little group that I started to of just like other small businesses to give each other tips. And also, if someone's like, oh, I'm thinking about joining a small business, to at least like be around other people that are doing that.
That is so beautiful. I really, really love that. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
creating a conscious Facebook group. Namaste.
Yes.
And
Namaste.
thank you. And will you just make sure to send me all those links so I can put them in the text around what people are listening to?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for helping me create this season finale. I couldn't have asked for a better one. I love it. And I hope that people do. I'll be back. We'll be back next season. I have my first Practical Saint Talks scheduled for January 6th. And then I won't do another one until like maybe the 13th or 14th. So mid-January. But
Cool.
I'll be back. We'll have season 2. Don't you worry, people. I'll be back. All right. Hugs and kisses. I'm just gonna hang up and go pick Abra up.
Cool.
I'll see
Bye.
ya.